What's going on, guys? Alec here from Fury Gaming. Today I'm here to talk about all the stuff that happened from around the verse, so let's get cracking. Starts off with, we have the Cutlass Black here, as well as we'll see the Aurora, what I believe is the CL. These ships have been going in, as well as many others, for the Stanton system to test Item 2.0 and see how they all work on a live server, as well as NPCs, missions and other bits and pieces inside the Stanton system. After this, they were showing off the Constellation Phoenix, which is for people who basically want to roll in style. They've been starting to work on that to bring that up to modern graphics. Next on the list is R&D for the switches and other bits and pieces inside a cockpit, so the Item 2.0 will work effectively, just making sure that everything is up to scratch and nothing's going to go funky. Besides the inside guys, they've been working on the outside as well, showing off hit responses, so when the ship cops damage, trying to help give a pilot the better idea of where the ship's health's at, where they're being hit from, what's happening. Now on the other side of ships too, is they've been working out ship prices and component prices to how they're all going to stack up and what they're going to do in regards to the game. Now they're showing us off what things look like, but they're obviously not showing the prices or a lot of other things. And this will be interesting because it'll be nice to see how they will price everything in regards to the UEC that we get from the start and what it's going to be. Also too, it's going to help give the R&D guys an idea of how the ships will match against each other for the specific purposes. Now after this, we'll look at some kiosks. So after building the kiosk, they're actually starting to fill them with items that we can go buy. So if you've been to Grim Hex, this will be a familiar sight with the closed door, and so it will be the gun store, but they said they've actually started to bring a lot of these systems and kiosks into a more of a fully fledged living area for 3.0, which will be nice to see and go investigate what other little bits they have. As well as kiosks, have been working on Miles Eckhart with the Mission Giver, working on reputation systems and how the character will be able to, well, I suppose, negotiate conversation with him and where it will lead with different missions and how it will create a really nice living universe. Also too, they're working on the new Moby-Glass, trying to make the Mission Giver and the Moby-Glass work together effectively, and it sort of allows for hints and systems to come online that will allow us to navigate the universe better for newcomers. Working on animation work too for NPCs here, as we can see this big lad just walking around. Now we've got some pirate armor going on too, sort of showing off how different animation stances will work and how they're going to be slightly different each time. After this sort of work, we had a bloke making sounds. Yes, these will be the ship sounds in game when things are breaking or flying about, so just remember that. When you hear some of these sounds, it's just a bloke bashing metal against the ground. As well as this, they were showing off some beautiful work in regards to just faces for background stuff. They've been doing a lot of things with diffusion, making that come together, as well as bug fixing. As we can see here, this little cargo container is a bit stuck, and they've also brought some nightmarish things into the game. Slenderman, please leave. We did not request you in the game. Yeah, I really wish they hadn't shown this kind of. Oh lordy. Anyway, moving on from here, and our nightmare fuel. We have some beautiful work in regards to the ship information on the website. So if you're unaware, Turbulent is actually redoing all the ship information, so cargo size, weight size, all the different guns and everything that's going to come with the ships, which will be nice because at the moment they're a bit off. And as we can see here with the Aurora ES, they actually show the different components available and what comes standard and what doesn't and all that other bits and pieces. This is also to allow for jump drives and other ideas of how things will fit onto your ship and what it will mean when you have this ship, so you can work at the different variants, because some variants of ships don't come with jump drives or can't mount them. Other things to work on are Spectrum. Love it or hate it, they've been doing some good work in my opinion, working on allowing hyperlinks as well as just other posts and other links to go in, as well as working on dev trackers in the app, and also working on the posts of people and editing profiles. So for example, from the old forums, if you posted 100 posts, it'll show up in here on your profile. And like I said too before, with dev tracking, what they've done is, for example, if a developer posts in a thread, you can click on the little button here and it will take you to the next post that dev has done in the post, so you can see the replies that they've given instead of having to scroll down. Another important thing is the Delta Patcher. They're really pushing hard, hoping that this will come for 3.0, and I really do too, because there's a lot of stuff going on for 3.0, so it'd be nice to get that working and up to scratch, so they can just throw in little bits of information if they need it. So if you've been living under a rock or like me was a bit late to the party, the Cyclone has come on sale and will be off sale very soon. They did a nice little post on it in around the verse, basically describing and showing off what the Cyclone is and how the different variants will work. If you're unaware of what the Cyclone is, it's a ground vehicle that is basically designed to be infantry support. So there are 5 different classes. You got your standard, which is just a bit of a cargo hauler. You have anti-aircraft, which fires missiles. You have a recon version, which we'll look at later. And we have a race version, so there's no weight on the back. And then we also have a turreted version, which has a full 360-degree arc with that gun. So as we can see from the fat ass in the back here, what they look like from the rear. And this is where the modularity comes from. The hull, the base chassis will all be the same, but this back sort of module bit where the spine sits will change out. In the middle there, we have that recon version, like I was talking about, and on the right there, we have the race version. So this is a cargo variant. As we can see, this is how the cargo will come out, which I think is quite sexy and beautiful to see, very space-like. And also too, I want to point out is the wheels, how cool they look. Now with the turret version, like I said, it's got a full 360-degree arc, so if someone's from behind you, you can shoot them, but you have no armor there to keep you safe. The vehicle is predominantly a 2-person vehicle, but when you run the turret, you can carry a 3rd person. Although if you've got a cargo module available, I suppose you could just jump in the back if there was no cargo there. It'd be interesting to see how those physics work, especially when you hit some sick air on a moon that has not very good gravity. Here's the recon version, so it basically allows for better sensors and everything that you expect a recon to do, so that'd be really nice. And also, like I said, there's a race version. The race version is meant to be quick, so if you want to try and drag off a Nox, which I don't think is going to work, that's the version you're wanting to go for. So it's a ground vehicle, which I could imagine would go really well with an Ursa rover, and would be really good either with reconnaissance or even firepower and support. The race version too, I want to point out, looks quite interesting with that back. Like, I'm curious to know what goes there. And then as we can see too with the missiles, it's going to carry 2 anti-air missiles, which I think is more than enough for a ground vehicle of this type. It's meant to take out ships like the Sabres and all sorts of bits and pieces, so I'd expect it to be a size 3 missile, perhaps a size 4, but it looks a bit small for a size 4. So guys, I'm going to be ending the video short. I'm going to be doing stuff on the ship persistence in another video, talking about all that. So I'll leave you with the interior, as well as another beautiful shot of the Cyclone. I just appreciate you guys checking out my videos and giving them a watch, and I hope to catch you guys around the verse. Toodaloo.